Hello, welcome everybody to your Arbonne cooking show. No, I'm just kidding. It's our smoothie and sweets event that we are so excited to bring to you. I was talking to someone today and I said, are you having a quarantine quarrel with your sweet craving? Well, we're here to help with that. So I'm going to actually pass it on to Laura Farrar to start us off.
Hey guys, welcome. Yeah, welcome to our cooking show. A cooking show I should never have, but we are so glad that you joined us today and that you continue to help us in our mission to serve people and help everyone live their healthiest lives. We've loved connecting with you virtually while we can't all be together in person right now. Thank goodness for technology and that we can all be together in this way. If you haven't already, be sure to join our VIP Facebook page where we are going to be, or Arbonne's going to be launching 17 new products tomorrow night or tomorrow evening. And that if you're on that VIP page, you will have, first dibs on what everything is. And we're going to be doing raffles and giveaways with the new products. So just wanted to tell you about that. If you're not on that yet, be sure to let the person know, whoever invited you, and we'll get you on that page. So I'm going to start out with what I do every morning. I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to do it with you here. And I'm just going to kind of tilt my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. But this is my glow. I call it the glow shot. I'm going to bend down like this. So I use a scoop of our Greens Balance powder, which in every scoop is a serving of fruits and vegetables and other vitamins and minerals. 1 pack of our skin elixir, which is it helps to support the collagen that's in our body already. It helps to support the growth of that. And it's also drinkable hyaluronic acid. And then I add a packet of our Digestion Plus, which is really important, especially right now. It aids in gut health, and it's got 12 prebiotics, or it's got probiotics, prebiotics, and 12 digestive enzymes in each packet. So just real quick, I'll show you what I do. I just pour each one into my cup. This is the simplest thing that they could have given me because I am not a chef.
But you have a glow, so we needed you to do this one.
And then I did make the banana bread, though. That's coming up. And so if I can make that, anybody can make it. And then it's going to look pretty gross. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, I got a call. Okay. So it's going to look kind of not appetizing, but I promise it's not bad and you will get used to it. But the benefits of it are worth the slightly bad taste. So you would just mix until, you feel like it's mixed up enough. Some will settle at the bottom. You'll have to add a little bit more water once you drink it all down and get the bottom little pieces. You can also put this in a shaker cup, which is what I typically do. So it has the shaker ball in it, and it gets it all shaken up nice and well. So you don't have to worry about the stuff settling at the bottom. So that's that. And I usually just chug it down. Like, I don't sip on it or anything like that. You can add also, if you want to, you can add a fizz for taste. You can also add a Mind Health, which helps with the taste as well, and obviously the added benefits of that. But if you would like to know anything else about our glow shot, that's what we call our glow shot, let me know and I'll be happy to get that info to you. And I'm going to pass it on to Ashley, I think.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so today I was going to talk about a smoothie recipe. Actually, 2 different smoothie recipes that are like my go-tos, right? So the first one that I'm going to do, because I actually haven't had my breakfast, I kind of had like a snack before my workout, and I haven't really had anything since. So I'm starving. So I'm going to go ahead and make mine. It's a PB&J smoothie recipe. Instead of peanut butter, though, we're going to be doing almond butter. So you want to start off with frozen blueberries. And I like to take 1/4 cup. I probably do like maybe a little too much fruit, but to me, I make like a really big smoothie so that it kind of keeps me full. And I drink it kind of over the course of like an hour or so. And so then you add in a few strawberries. I'll do like maybe 3. And then I'll add in half of a banana. So this is basically like, so you got your jelly, right? You got your strawberries and your blueberries, and then you add in the banana. And then I do 2 scoops of our vanilla protein powder. This is actually, 20 grams of protein. It's really, really great, and it tastes delicious. Anybody who has ever tried our protein powder will attest to that, just because it's just that good. But if you have, whatever protein powder that you like to use will work. But I like to use vanilla. So 2 scoops of that. And then I have my almond butter. I use the Maranathan Natural, no sugar or salt added. And I get just a spoon. And I am addicted to this stuff. So I get a nice heaping spoonful. And I just put it right in there. And then if there's any left over, I might give it to the dog to lick off the spoon. and then I'm actually going to add in some of the greens into my smoothie as well. You don't have to, but this is kind of like my breakfast lunch mix. So add in 1 scoop of the greens. And then I do 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. I love this brand because this is actually only 2 ingredients. It's literally just filtered water and almonds. So that's this Elmhurst brand is great. So I'll do a cup of that. And then since I used frozen fruit, I don't add any extra ice or anything. But sometimes you may need a little extra water just to kind of make sure that it blends up well. And then I just blend her up. This might be a little loud. And then there you go. So that's the first PB&J smoothie. The second one that I also like to do for breakfast, if I'm craving something just kind of sweet and savory, is a cinnamon roll protein shake. I think our cinnamon roll protein flavor might be sold out at this point, but that's typically what I'll use. But instead, if you don't have that, you can use vanilla protein powder. And it's basically 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, half of a banana, 1 scoop of almond butter, and then a couple dashes of cinnamon, and then some almond milk, and some ice, and again, some water if you need, and then you're good to go. And it is literally the best breakfast ever. So that's it.
Thanks, Ash.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much. And Holly.
Hi, everyone. So you're going to hear the dog barking because all of a sudden I'm talking. So my favorite snack is a caramel apple. And what I do is I take a green apple, which is non-acidic. This is what we recommend in our 30 Days to Healthy Living. And I usually just slice up maybe a half. And then I take 3 of our caramel fit chews. They look like this, and just put 3 of them on a plate. And I went ahead and microwaved them so you can see it doesn't look very appetizing, but just microwave it, depending on your microwave, for about 30 seconds or so, and just dip your slices of apple in it. You don't want to waste much time because it will harden back up. Of course, you can just re-microwave it, but it is so delicious. So the Arbonne Fit Chews, they're really good at helping control your appetite while keeping your energy level sustained. They're only 30 calories each, and there's no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, no fructose, corn syrup, dairy, or soy in them. So it's a yummy snack.
Hallie is famous for those, and it's so delicious, really. And you could even sprinkle, I thought about this, some nuts on it. So it's like a caramel apple with some, if you want like the good fats. Hallie, thank you so much. Heather.
Hi, everyone. So my sweet treat is to take our protein. So either chocolate and marble cake are my favorite. And I usually mix almond milk. I just kind of pour it in and stir it so it becomes like a mousse. And then I dip strawberries. I also have added the Enjoy Life chocolate chips, non-dairy. And then I've also added gluten-free granola to it as well. And it just satisfies my sweet tooth. It's delicious.
Thank you, Heather. And just so you guys know, we have all of these recipes already written up for you. So as a gift of joining us today and supporting us in our businesses, you will be getting a list from your consultant. We'll email all of that to you. Okay, Steph, take it away.
Hey everyone. Okay, so what I love about our protein is not only you can drink it, but you can eat it too, as you have seen. So I have made the banana bread, and like I think who was saying that? Laura was saying I do not cook. I'm not a cook at all. So if I can make it and it's good, it's good. So but first of all, what you basically do, we have the recipe, and I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's 3 large eggs, 3 very large ripe bananas, well mashed, and I use this little masher to mash everything up. And what you do is you put the, start with the dry ingredients, and then you add the wet ingredients later. So you can mash up the bananas, the vanilla extract. It's asked for 2 tablespoons of honey, but I actually just use 1 because I think our vanilla protein is pretty sweet. And then I do the blanched fine ground almond flour, which is awesome. We also use this in our cookies, and it's great because it's gluten-free and all that, so also for our 30-day. And then since I am using the vanilla protein, I do 2 scoops of the vanilla protein. Since I'm using this, I do add cinnamon to it. You can also add the Enjoy Life. Again, this is awesome. The dairy-free chocolate chips, they're so good. I think I got mine at Kroger. Baking soda, a little bit of salt. You can also add nuts if you want. I've tried it with blueberries. You just preheat the oven, mix it all in, and it turns out like this. So good.
Awesome. Thank you, Steph.
Sure.
Okay, Catherine.
Hey everyone, I'm Catherine, and as a busy mom of 2, I have a 5- and 7-year-old. I wanted to show you guys some fun ways to incorporate some of these great nutrition products and healthy snacks with a little kid spin. So first, any of you that know me know about my protein bites that I'm always making. I have lots of variations, but my favorite is the cinnamon vanilla. So what I do, I take a big bowl, and I mix together, you guys are gonna get the recipe, but it's 3/4 cup of gluten-free oats. And then I use a 1/2 cup of almond butter. I usually just try to get my hands on whatever organic, least amount of ingredients as possible. We are going to use 1/4 cup of raw honey. You can cut back on that if you're really watching sugar. That amount is great for my kids. Then you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a tablespoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and then the recipe actually says to do a 1/2 cup of ground almonds. I have found I actually really like using the almond flour. It's just a really easy way, same thing, it's just a little less work. And then you use the recipe calls for the vanilla protein shake. I have the cinnamon right now, so I'm the cinnamon roll, so I'm using that, but you can just use vanilla and add some cinnamon, and you mix them up in a bowl. It's a good thing to have your kids help you with as well. And then you make little balls. So now let me see if y'all can you see those? So
Perfect.
Look at it all. So they're delicious, and I'm actually going to have my kids come in here in a minute and try them out, but they're such a great snack for after school or just an extra energy boost. And then the next thing I was going to show you is just how to kind of make a smoothie that's really good. I know some kids may really like just almond milk with a protein shake. Mine like more of a fruit smoothie. So what I do for them, and I actually already put it in a little Ninja cup here, but I do a handful of frozen berries. You could use whatever kind of frozen fruit that they like. That's what we do. And then I use half of a banana. It can be frozen or regular. And then I use whatever. I have a coconut milk just because we don't do a lot of dairy, but you could also just use a regular yogurt in there. A splash of orange juice, and then my favorite thing to sneak into their smoothies. These are my two favorite sneaky ingredients. The greens powder, which, as Laura said, full serving of fruit and vegetables. I think it's 37 different fruits and vegetables in this one powder. So I usually put about a half a scoop in there, a fourth to a half. And I also will sneak in our whole food multivitamin blend. So start the day off with that. And then if we get a little off track, you know, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I just put it in here. And Anna and Andrew, if y'all want to come in here and help me finish this off, see how we did. Sure. Anna, you can blend. But Andrew, why don't you try? And I'll hold the camera so everyone can see and tell everyone what you think. Awesome. So those are my helpers. I hope you guys enjoy the healthy. Good. I'm glad. Kid variety.
Thank you, Catherine. I love that she includes them. I love that so much. So I'm going to share just some non-Arbonne snacks that I swear by. And every single day as a snack, or sometimes I'll have two as a meal, I'll take a rice cake and I'll put some almond butter and berries. And it's just my most favorite thing. I love it when I crave something sweet, whatever's fresh in season. I love that. And the other thing we've been doing, my daughter actually invented this. She'll slice up bananas and she'll melt some Enjoy Life, the Enjoy Life chips that they were talking about, the dairy-free, and she'll melt that over and we just keep them in the freezer. So aside from the protein bites, these are things that our families go to. So just something easy, simple, and something I really do every day. Lisa.
Okay, I'm going to share a chocolate chip cookie recipe. They're actually protein cookies. Everything sounds so good, and I think that you'll see that we're using a lot of the same ingredients, which is, I think, good to know, because I just find if you just have these things on hand, then you can kind of make different combinations, whether it's the breads or the cookies or the bites. These are the cookies. I make them every week, sometimes multiple times a week. They're really easy, one bowl, one spoon, all ingredients that you can keep in your pantry. And just when you want a sweet bite after dinner, my kids like them after dinner. Sometimes they have them for breakfast, and I'm actually okay with that. These are cookies you can have for breakfast. So you'll get the recipe like we said, but we use 2 cups of almond flour. You've seen this before. I use the Arbonne vanilla protein. I've tried some of our other flavors too, but I like to use the vanilla protein, 2 scoops of that. And then I add cinnamon. I love to add cinnamon to everything, and a little vanilla. And then it's a half a cup of blue agave and a half a cup of grapeseed oil. I find that the light agave doesn't give the right consistency. So I don't, just any brand, but just the regular blue agave. I also use the Enjoy Life chocolate chips that we've seen. I like to use the dark chocolate chips. But you can use the semi-sweet chocolate chips as well. And then you just mix it up. Cookie sheet, I use avocado oil spray or coconut oil spray, and then it's 8 to 10 minutes and you have cookies. So I find that within 20 minutes, start to finish, there are cookies that everyone likes. So I think it's just a great go-to. You can add nuts, you can add coconut. And this is just kind of a simple, basic chocolate chip recipe that I feel like we all kind of need in our toolkit. So this is my go-to, which we love.
Awesome. Thanks, Lise. So we got through all of our sweet treats, and we plan to do another event. I'm more of a salad person. I'm a really good assembler, not a good cook. So we're going to get to like salads and other different ideas, but we wanted to keep it to sweets today. And we're going to finish up. We're going to go back through, and everyone's going to share their favorite health tip. Some of you may have heard these, but I like hearing what people's favorites are. That's always super meaningful to me. So Laura, can you start us off?
Sure. So my favorite health tip is can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Moving my body for 30 minutes every single day. I've been doing that while we've been in quarantine, and I feel really, really good. I feel like endorphins are a huge part of our mood and mood stabilizer. And so I feel like I've been working out and exercising more in quarantine than I do typically. I don't know if it's out of boredom or I just have more time, probably both, but our family walks, we do those every single evening, and then I try to get in other exercise as well. So definitely moving 30 minutes a day has helped me a lot, getting my steps in.
Awesome. And I love that we have our workout event so we all get to see each other and do together. Ashley.
Yeah, so my little healthy tip is taking time for yourself, first thing in the morning. I don't have children, but I have a puppy, as you can tell, and she is literally will not leave me alone. It starts the second that she wakes up. And when we first got her, that was something that always stressed me out, was I felt like I had to wake up and be attentive to her right away, but I wasn't
ready for children.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm like, this is so exciting. Is this what kids are like? Great. But honestly, it's you have to take that time for yourself first thing so that you can, handle whatever comes your way during the day. And I noticed when I give myself that time to just do a devotional, gratitude journal, but not feeling like I have to rush right out of bed to spend time with her. I can, it's almost like taking back control, right? So, and I know that, y'all with kids, I think that it's just a great technique just to be able to, handle your kids better and be in a better mood when dealing with them too, So that's probably my biggest health tip.
I love that, Ash. And I love that you know that now. That's going to be very helpful down the road. And I'll remind you of it when you forget it later on.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Holly.
Okay, my little tip is called contrast hydrotherapy. So at the end of your shower, if you'll turn your water down to as cool as you can stand it, it doesn't need to be icy cold. Just turn the water down and for about 30 seconds, and you can alternate it 2 or 3 times, the really cool to back to the warm. That really helps, just helps the circulation in your body and helps you sleep a lot better as well, especially if you do it at night.
Awesome. Thank you, Holly. How about Heather?
Well, since we're talking about sweet treats, my husband has been in charge of going to the grocery store. So he comes home with lots of additional candy, and the girls are eating lots more candy. And so instead of partaking in that, I tried to substitute some of these healthy sweet treats. So I'm not feeling like I'm depriving myself. I'm just substituting something that's sweet and satisfies the sweet tooth, but is also better for me.
I love that. And I love just making those, exchanges so helpful. We talk about that a lot in our 30-day program. So that's a great one, Heather. Thank you. Steph.
Okay, coming off of that, sweet treats, what you can do is when you're having that craving, did you know that after your taste buds stop recognizing a new flavor after only 3 bites? So you don't need to really continue eating the whole indulgent dessert or treat. Unless it's one of these healthy ones, right? But anyway, so we like to remember this by saying the first bite is to say hello, the second bite is to savor the flavor, and the third bite is to say goodbye.
I love that. But I do think the cookies and the protein bites are so good. I freeze my protein bites so that I actually have to let them defrost before I eat too many. I mean, for real, but they also stay well. But yes, I love that rule. I constantly try to remember that one. Thank you, Steph. Lisa.
Sorry. Okay. This I think is timely. Snacking is what my tip is about, and we're all home, and I think snacking just is even more challenging when we're home and have easy access to our kitchen all day. And it's really about just being mindful. Snacking is something that can be a part of your healthy routine. You can fuel your body at regular intervals, increase your nutrients. But if we're not mindful about it, we find ourselves just eating out of boredom or other emotions, and all of that's normal. And we all do that at times. But one trick, and I think Renee coined this, the green apple test, I think. But it's really just about being mindful. So the idea is that when you go to grab for a snack, if you take just a pause for a minute and ask yourself, check in with yourself, am I hungry enough that if I ate a green apple, which is a great healthy snack, would that satisfy my hunger? And it's less about the green apple and more about just taking a minute to kind of check in with yourself to see if you really are hungry. And then when you do snack, to just be mindful about it. Like, make it count, make it something that is going to satisfy you, not just empty kind of calories. And my other snacking advice that I think is great is to just plan for an afternoon snack. I think that sometimes the afternoon kind of goes into the evening of just snacking all throughout. And so if you plan to have afternoon snack, it helps so that you're not so hungry for dinner and just you kind of can hold yourself through the night. So snacking.
Thank you. Thank you, Lise. Thank you, everybody, for participating. That concludes our Smoothie and Sweets event. Does anyone have anything that they want to share that we haven't mentioned? Awesome. Well, great, you guys. Thank you for being with us. We have all of these in an email. We'll send you out all the recipes. We're going to have another cooking show soon, focusing on healthy meals as we come into spring. But so grateful for this community. Let's stay healthy together and use this time to better ourselves. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thank you for joining us.